After I graduated from Ohio University, I'd been involved in music theater most of my time through high school and through college. And so I decided to move out to Los Angeles to see if I could make it in the music business as a recording star. I did okay. I made a living playing music and singing, but I realized that I wasn't going to make it to the big time. I said it's time for me to head back to Cleveland, which is where I'm from. So I was talking to my father one day and I said, really I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. And my dad said, I get a lot of calls from schools who need chair casters. And I said, chair casters, like those little things at the bottom of the chairs? And he goes, that's what they are. I took casters from my father's company on consignment, and I got in my car and I drove downtown Cleveland and I started talking to maintenance guys. And I said, if you buy your chair casters from me, I'll put them on for you. I soon learned who bought casters and who didn't, and one of the big ones that did was General Motors. And so about less than a year into the business, I decided that I was going to call on GM and see if I could get somebody there to talk to me. I have this idea. If you give me a list of all the casters that you buy at all of these plants in Northeast Ohio, let me see if I can consolidate them. Because right now, I know you use way too many casters. I was able to save them $500,000. And to GM, that's not a whole lot of money probably, but it was enough to get their attention. So I got a General Motors contract, and that put us on the map. That's how my company really evolved. I just started knocking on doors, and I really wouldn't take no for an answer. I kept talking to our clients, and there wasn't anything out there that I could find that was solving their problems. Their problems were the amount of push-pull force it takes, ergonomic push-pull force it takes to move carts. If the cart's too heavy, people get hurt. And so I started talking to some wheel manufacturers. I started talking to design engineers, and as a result, we were able to significantly help reduce workplace injuries. And that's the way we began our product line, which we call the CC Apex. And I always said to myself, if I can do something for a customer and I do it well, the money will follow. And that's exactly what happened. Slowly but surely, I decided to spend the money to upgrade our talent, to bring on folks that had great creative minds. And even though it was a caster business, and I have a background in the music business, we found just a magical group of folks that came together and wanted to build something very cool. When I moved down to Columbus, even though my business was still in Cleveland, I moved down to Columbus, I met NAWBO. And it was one of the first times they ever felt like I'm not the only woman out there. I really thought I was the only woman business owner out there, period. So I would tell any young woman starting the business, just, first of all, believe in yourself. I mean, really, you have to believe in yourself. Even if you feel fear. I mean, who doesn't feel fear? I can't remember how many times I picked up the phone and I was shaking, making phone calls. But I decided I could get through it. I do have a strong belief in giving back. I'm involved in the Tiffany Circle, which is the Red Cross. I'm involved in the American Heart Association. I'm in the group called the Women's Presidents Organization, and we just have really become aware of the fact that there's human trafficking here in Columbus, Ohio. Well, what can we do? What can we do to help these young women? And so you put your heads together with a lot of really smart people, you can get a lot of stuff done. I'm very grateful to be considered for this, mainly because you're being recognized by your peers and they're honoring you. I mean, what more could you ask for? And I've been so grateful to people that have been my cheerleaders through all these years. It's just been incredible, so thank you.